Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The First Step, a new documentary from director Brandon Kramer, focusing on Van Jones, who is attempting to launch real criminal justice reform through the First Step bill, and coming under fire from everybody because, he's trying to work across the aisle. And why I feel like this documentary is so important at this point is that I feel like our political system, at least here in America, has gotten to the point where there's no middle ground in the actual government. There's plenty in our actual society, and you just have a lot of loudmouth, big, obnoxious voice people who are on complete opposite ends of the spectrum who are just yelling at each other, and there's tons of people in the middle who are just like, this is life. But our government, on the other hand, there really seems to be no working across the aisle. This isn't the 90s anymore. There's no ability to just, take a step back, realize that something needs to get done that needs both sides to work on it, because in this two-party system, it has gotten so extreme that you can't even have a conversation with other people on the other side. And what's so interesting is you have Van Jones here, who is a black man who's working on this project, and the documentary lays down his basic background and stuff like that. So you get sprinklings of a bit of biopic type elements just to set the stage for us to understand who Van Jones is. And then you have him going on this journey, who he has to partner with. And, trying to work with Jared Kushner and trying to get support of President Trump, who, obviously is one of the most polarizing figures in our political system at this point. And then you have those on the left that he's trying to work with, to partner with, and bridge this gap. And because everybody, for their own motivations, believe in this bill to do criminal justice reform. We don't want these prisons in our areas. We don't want people in prisons. The whole entire point of a prison is to reform people and help them get back to being functioning people in society, if there's that option. And you have this whole entire debate throughout this film that is portrayed very well, very poignantly, and very bluntly, that there's a whole big divide. And you have people on the right who are like, we don't have an over-incarceration rate. We have an under-incarceration rate. Yes, because, half of America should be in prison. Specifically the people that they don't believe with. Don't agree with. So yeah, there's that. And then you have those on the left who are like, there shouldn't be no prisons. Nobody. Which, that's a hard argument to make, especially for, serial killers and stuff like that. Are they going to be reformed, kind of thing? And everyone in between, and trying to come to grips with, do we need to be putting thousands upon thousands of people in prison for, marijuana and stuff like that? And, watching this documentary, I think it does a great job of building this narrative in an engaging and intriguing way of Van Jones walking down the center of this line and basically being pelted from all sides, but still pushing forward, still moving on. This is a story of resolve and being able to push forward, and that's inspirational. Seeing Jones be able to do the things that he is putting his mind to and realizing what he thinks we need best in our country, along with a lot of other people. And then, of course, you do have those elements. You see him getting chastised by fellow black political leaders and cultural leaders who have an issue with him selling out for even having conversations. And then you have people who just refuse to work with him for a variety of racial and or political reasons, because how dare he want to take our prisons away. And you have all of this so well put together in this film, and I think the director, Kramer, does such a great job of conveying this hot, fiery environment and makes it engaging and interesting to watch. So this one, definitely worth your time. But those are my thoughts on The First Step. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.